Now, when AI first came out, it was just something we used to use to cheat with our homework. It was just something we used to use to do our homework, come up with essays that we were too lazy to write on our own. And then generative AI came out. Like I remember the first AI I ever used, it was Quillbot. And I used it to cheat on my university essays. Now, Quillbot, it was simple. It wasn't like ChatGPT. It couldn't generate any images. It couldn't generate any videos. But today, we have so many public open source models out there that are all capable of generating images and videos that are so hyper realistic. You know, they're not silly like the old Will Smith eating spaghetti videos that we all used to laugh at. No, these are hyper realistic images and videos, so good to the point that you can't really even tell like what's real and what's fake anymore. You know, a lot of people like to assume that AI scams and falling for AI images it's only happening to old people, but nope. It happens. It happens every day. From the thumbnails, like AI now is everywhere. From the thumbnails we see on YouTube to our posts on Instagram, you know, like a lot of people use AI to touch up their posts. You know, you see someone on Instagram, you see them in real life, and it's not the same person because of AI. And generative AI is getting out of control because, like AI in general, like AI is helpful. It's generative AI that I don't like, because it's getting to the point where people are now able to generate their own pornography at home. And in the world we live in, I hate to say it, this doesn't surprise me, but people are now using it to generate CSAM material. What does surprise me, people are now using this same CSAM to go ahead and blackmail schools to the point where schools have to put out a petition stating to other schools to not put children on their websites. We've all typically heard of when you're advised not to put your child on the internet, but for a school, for this to be so bad for a school not to be able to put children on their websites, you know, that's when we know it's a problem. But let's listen to this.
A group of 12-year-old girls win a school football tournament. Their school takes a photo of them with their trophy and proudly posts it on the school's website and social media. The next day, the school receives an email with very real-looking videos, and it's of those girls being abused and doing unspeakable things. The email says the videos will be shared online unless the school pays them money. It's blackmail. The videos are AI. They aren't real, but this story is very real. Child safety experts and the UK's National Crime Agency has sent a dire warning that schools should avoid posting pictures of students because cyber criminals are using AI to transform these images into child abuse material. It's then being used to blackmail schools and ruin lives. I've personally worked on cases like this as a child trauma and online harms expert, and the cases are sickening. But it's just schools, right? Well, what about those family photos you or grandpa or grandma posted on their Facebook account last week, last year? Do you think they're different? They're not. And it's why I've spent years telling parents, stop posting pictures of children online, and I post advice about it and what to do if you or they are victims of these cyber criminals. You can see my older videos for advice or content, and you can comment questions below and I'll respond. If you're on Instagram, please don't DM me because they are no longer private.
You have that for yourself. A group of cyber criminals took photos from a school website and used those to generate CSAM material to blackmail the school. That's the world we live in big 2026. That's the point we went from. We went from Will Smith eating spaghetti videos to blackmailing schools. Point where they have to put out a note telling each other not to put photos of children out there. Like, this is sick. I can't believe this is the world that we're cultivating for the next generation. And my personal problems with AI even goes beyond just the whole generative stuff, because I don't understand who asked for AI. AI seems to be causing more harm than good in today's world, because as much as people want to assume that these scams only happen to old people, nowadays there's a scam going around where people are using a generative AI to to go ahead and mimic your loved ones' voices. They generate videos to pretend to be them, to go ahead and gain credit.
Programmers can utilize AI technology to become whomever they want to be. In this case, they used an app they downloaded from the App Store. Matt then went to Google, captured an image of Miss Swift, and poof, she is me or I am her. I'm Taylor Swift. Matt used the same software to morph into Elon Musk.
And so I can then actually use Real Deep to join a meeting or, let's just say an interview, or let's just say I'm going through a bank verification flow.
And if a scammer needs...
Right, to go and gain access to credit cards and credit profiles. They go ahead and message you on the phone. They call you on the phone with their voice, asking you for the username and password to your bank account. And you just simply thinking that it's your loved one, you give it to them, not knowing this person didn't even think about calling you this day. Not only do we have the deepfakes, but we also had a case like, remember on X when Grok had the undress me prompt, and they went ahead and you just post a picture of anyone and they would generate you a 10-second porno. At this point, I feel like even cybercrime now is automated. Phishing crimes are automated. AI has just lowered the technical barrier to all these things. AI is causing people to lose their jobs. They're getting displaced. People are being misinformed left, right, and center. How many deaths have been linked to AI? Character AI is the first one I think about in my mind. When I think of character AI, I go in and think about how this AI, there's a story where I read somewhere, I'll find it. Look, if you go on the Wikipedia of deaths linked to chatbots, right? Just go ahead and find on the page and then type character AI. So look, in character AI alone, there's a girl of 13 years old. In November 2023, a 13-year-old girl from Colorado died by after extensive interactions with multiple chatbots on character AI. Boy, 14 years old, who in October 2024, multiple media outlets reported a lawsuit filed over the death of a 14-year-old boy from Florida in the United States who died by on February 2024. According to the lawsuit, he had formed an intense emotional attachment to a chatbot of Daenerys Targaryen on the character AI platform. And that's the thing about these chatbots, because this Wikipedia is extensive. It goes more than just things that people have done to themselves. It goes into murders as well. AI is responsible for this. There was a story I read where this guy ended up taking his own life because he developed an abusive relationship with the AI. Another one where I read where this guy, where this girl was having intimate conversations with the AI, and the AI was the one initiating the sexual conversations with the child. And it really makes me think I remember all the years when all these government agencies went so hard against video games. They pushed forward, they pushed against the production of video games. GTA was the worst thing to ever say. And I remember it didn't even matter. It wasn't even the United States alone. It didn't matter whatever government it was. These places in the world where GTA isn't even allowed, but then these chatbots that I can guarantee if this even hypothetically happened in a video game, it would get banned. And I don't get why it happens so freely in real life. That's what really shocks me, because who even asked for AI? And the big thing, another thing I saw during one of my doom scrolls, for some people out there, this is just a reality for them, but the pain and the annoyance of living next to a data center. When you see these videos and you hear that constant hum going on, your electricity bill is shooting up. These things just suck up so much water that I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future we're in a Mad Max situation. Because look at what this guy had to say.
Getting it. I'm over here in Middletown, Ohio. We're installing this fucking data center. Yeah, you motherfuckers are getting it. You might not want it, but you're fucking getting it. We'll put it in. See, I'm not from here, so I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna put it in. I don't give a shit about your water supply, none of that stupid shit. Fuck it, and you're getting a data center. And what are you gonna do? You gonna come to the little fucking meeting 1,000 fucking people. We got 5 people in the town. What are you gonna do? Fucking whine and tell us not to fucking do it? You're getting the shit. Go fucking make yourself some orange or whatever the fuck you poor people do.
Yep. And this is like some comments say that dude started making $35 an hour and decided to fuck everyone else. Because okay, I don't feel like video games could be responsible for something like this and still be allowed to continue. Like, where's the laws and regulations against AI? Because it can't be a situation where it's like technology is evolving so quickly that it can't be regulated because the regulations are just moving too slow. There's no way you hear a case like this of where schools are being blackmailed left and right, and then, and then it's seemingly nothing's being done about it. Like the fact that it's happening, the fact that it's rampant, like this never used to be a crime. Like remember, this never used to be a crime. And these laws and regulations on what you can say, on what you can upload, on what what videos I can make, but this doesn't seem to be regulations on what you can generate. I understand a lot of these models are open source and they're made like overseas, but these companies need to be held accountable on like a global level. Like I don't think a company that should be associated with the creation of CSAM should make any money at all. I'm sorry. Whether like this is not a victimless crime at the end of the day. They're still a victim. They're still an innocent face, like being blasted onto this sickness, onto this sick shit. There needs to be laws against generating pornographic content based on someone else. I can't share someone's nudes. Like that's considered a crime, or at least it should be. If it's not, but then why can I generate some of someone? Like, why is it that somebody's even allowed to, like, why is it even that someone's allowed to get to the point where they could even blackmail a school? That doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, there needs to be some kind of legislation against generating. People need to realize that this is a bigger issue. Like, not posting your face or your children's face on the internet just isn't enough, because somebody can just easily go outside and take a photo from far away. We have cameras nowadays that have like almost like 100 times zoom. They can take photos from a good 100, 200, 300 meters away, and it's going to be a crystal clear photo. That's the point we are in today. Like, there needs to be laws against AI generated pornography. There needs, like, just in general. I just want to bring this to people's attention. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. It's been your boy. I'll see you in the next one.